What do you do during seasons of unpleasant weather? Well, on today's Reflections of Hope episode, Taj Pacleb takes us on an adventure to one of the most unique places on Earth to show us how instability and dramatic changes in weather can be blessings in disguise.
As I've had the privilege of traveling all over the world, my eyes have seen some incredible things. Every country I've visited is beautifully unique. In every place, there's a unique revelation of the Creator through the things that He has made. But without a doubt, some of the most incredible things my eyes have seen are right here in Iceland. Each location we visited is uniquely different, but even going back to the same locations provides a whole new experience due to the constant changing of the weather. Now, if there's one thing we've learned from our short time here in Iceland, it's simply this: you can't run from the weather. It would be a waste of time to wait for perfect conditions, and it's a big mistake to try to chase good weather. For even in the shadows of the clouds and the coldness of the wind and the rain, God's beauty is revealed. You see, as human beings, so much of what we do or don't do is determined by the weather. If it's rainy and cold, we typically stay indoors. If it's sunny and hot, we have an inkling to get outside. Now, this was far more the case back in the day, before the days of central heating and air conditioners. But yet it is still true today that the weather impacts us to one degree or another. That's why every news station has a weather report, a forecast to inform us of what to expect, so that we can make the necessary preparations for our plans. But friends, there are some appointments and activities in life that just need to happen, rain or shine. Urgent decisions that need to be made that cannot wait for good weather. Assignments that need to be carried out, no matter how cold or dark or rainy it gets. The most important of all of these decisions is one for eternal salvation. But tragically, many times, just like the weather, we allow outside conditions to dictate inward choices. We allow the temperature to change our temperament, the darkness to strengthen our doubts. But the Bible says, "He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap." In other words, if you wait for perfect conditions to sow, you will never enjoy the blessings of reaping. You reap what you sow, but if you do not sow, you will not reap. It requires an investment of time, energy, and resources to sow. But what we reap in return is worth it all. Now, this is true in every aspect of life, whether it be business, relationships, health and fitness, education, but especially eternal salvation. But tragically, throughout the changing seasons, I've seen so many people allow the weather of circumstance to keep them in the comfort zone of carnal security. They're happy to serve God in the sunshine of temporal prosperity. But as soon as the wind of adversity blows, then they are carried away into a whirlwind of wickedness. When the skies are clear, they have no fear. But when the rain drops, they're ready to stop, to give up their faith, to let go of their commitment. My friend, just like the weather, our circumstances change from day to day. But no matter what the season or circumstance, God is calling us to remain the same, to remain faithful in the storm of fierce adversity and in the calm of sweet surrender, to trust Him in the sunshine of cheerfulness and in the rain of heaviness, to be ready for every season and every storm, come what may. Here in Iceland, we've learned not only to accept the constant changing of the weather, but also to embrace it, to see God's power working in every place, in every condition of every day and in every season. For even though the weather may change, He is the God whose love for us remains the same. And so today I encourage you, don't run from bad weather and stop chasing good weather. Rain or shine, just embrace it. When the days of toil are long and the nights of rest are short, embrace it. When you expected the sunshine of cheerfulness, but you got the rain of sorrow instead, embrace it. Through the stinging cold of criticism, or the blazing heat of hardship, embrace it. Jesus said that the storms would come to pass. They would not come to stay. And just as it came, God promises that it will surely come to pass. So embrace the weather. Hold on to Jesus. And when you trust Him in adversity, He will trust us in prosperity. And soon He will return in the clouds of heaven to take us to a land where it's sunny all the time. And by God's grace, I'll meet you in that sweet by and by.